Oh, I don't think I've done Canaanite yet. That's a good one. And if I did do it, it would have been in the 1920s encyclopedia. And I don't think we did, but this is the one from the 1890s. This is the Chambers Encyclopedia. If you're new here, my name's Sandra. I love old books. We're going over random facts. If you got something you want me to look up, leave me a message. Also, look through the videos. We've gone over a bunch of stuff. Okay, so Canaanites, but it's also Canaan. So I'm going to go ahead and do Canaan first, and then we'll read Canaanites. Canaan, meaning lowland, was the name originally applied to the low coastal land of Palestine on the Mediterranean, inhabited by the Canaanites, strictly so called, as opposed to the mountain land in Numbers 13:29, and in the original sense of the name is still applied in, I'm assuming that must be Isaiah 23:11, to the Phoenician, and in Zeph 2:5 to the Palestine coastland. Just as with the name Palestine equals Philistia, at the later period, the name Canaan became extended to the whole country, yet only to the part west of the Jordan, the part east of the Jordan being contrasted with it as the Lord of Gilead. The people and their progenitor, Genesis 9:18, were named after their dwelling place. The Hebrew use of the verb kana, nikana, equals to be bowed, sunken, subdued, readily leading itself to a reference to the conquest of the Canaanites. See Palestine. And the Canaanites. In the Old Testament, a name very frequently used to include all the heathen inhabitants in the country between the Jordan and the Mediterranean. In the time of the patriarchs, they appear a people in some degree civilized, cultivating their lands and living in towns, and by the time of Joshua, their country was thickly peopled and studded with walled towns, each under its own king. Their religion was a licentious worship of Baal and Ashtoreth as the productive powers of nature. Their subjugation by Joshua was merely temporary, and it was only by degrees that they were made tributary. The northern tribes of Israel were largely intermixed with the Canaanite element, as is shown many centuries later by the name Galilee, circle of the heathen. The tenacity of the Canaanite race is seen from the fact that the fortress of the Jebusites, Jerusalem, was not conquered till the time of David, and that the remainder of the Canaanites were first reduced to vassalage by Solomon. According to Sayce, M. Claremont Ganneau has shown that the present peasantry of Canaan are the descendants of the ancient Canaanites, partly of Semitic and partly non-Semitic blood. In many passages of the Old Testament, the name Canaanites has its more restricted sense, signifying one of the peoples of Palestine which dwelt on the low ground on the sea coast to the north of Carmel, i.e., the Phoenicians. Hence, it is that the word Canaanite, sometimes in the prophets, is synonymous with merchant. See Phoenicians. So, do you want me to go over Phoenicians or Phoenicia? Leave me a comment and let me know what else we should go over.